and welcome students. My name is Shampa. Today, let's understand compound interest. Now, before we go ahead with the concept of compound interest, let's quickly recap the concept of simple interest. Now, let's say P is the principal, the money that has been lent or borrowed, and R is the rate of interest. T is the time period for which the money has been lent or borrowed, and amount is the money that is a sum of the principal and the simple interest. So we know the formula. Simple interest is calculated this way. We multiply principal with the rate of interest and the time period. Now let's understand it with the help of a simple example. Say P equal to 100, R equal to 10% and T, that is the time, is equal to 1 year. So the simple interest is going to be 100 into 10 by 100 into 1. So it's going to be rupees 10 and the amount is going to be principal plus simple interest. So it's going to be 100 plus 10. It's going to be rupees 110. That was easy. But let's say the time period becomes 2 years. Let's say the time period becomes 2 years. In that case, the simple interest is going to be 100 into 10 by 100 into 2. This time the time period is 2 years. And the simple interest is going to be rupees 20 and the amount is going to be 100 plus 20, that is rupees 120. So it's very simple. The concept is very easy. The principal remains unchanged. And whenever the time period increases, we change only this parameter. And this part remains constant. Only the time period changes, the principal remains the same. But in case of compound interest, it is slightly different. Let's understand. Say the principal is again rupees 100. Rate of interest is 10% and the time is 1 year. So the simple interest for the first year, like in case of last example, it's going to be 100 into 10 by 100 into 1 year. This is going to be rupees 10. So until this part, it's similar. The simple interest is going to be rupees 10 and the amount is going to be principal, which is rupees 100 plus rupees 10. It's going to be rupees 110. This part is the same for only 1 year, for the first year. Now, if the money has been lent for another year, say this time period becomes 2 years. In that case, here it is slightly different. Let's understand the difference. This is the difference. After 1 year is gone, after 1 year is over, the amount that we received becomes the principal. So, in the second year, the principal is rupees 100? No, the principal is not rupees 100. The principal now has become rupees 110. So the amount that we receive after adding the interest in the first year, after adding the interest to the principal in the first year, becomes the principal. The amount of the first year becomes the principal of the second year. So the principal has now changed. And now this will change the simple interest again. So the simple interest now is going to be, principal is rupees 110 and the rate of interest is 10% and the time is again 1 year. So this is going to be rupees 11. So after the second year is over, the lender will get the amount equal to principal plus simple interest, which is 110, plus simple interest, which is 11. So now he will get 121. In the last example, we saw that in the second year, in case of simple interest, he got rupees 120. But if we calculate it, if we provide compound interest, he will get rupees 121. So that's the basic difference between simple interest and compound interest.